Hello everybody. So, I've not done a video like this in a while, so I thought I'd continue with the Joshua Cologne chat log, which will be good fun, I would imagine, because I've kind of been enjoying going through some of these. I did, just for anybody who didn't watch the last part, Joshua Cologne, you can see on your screen, was somebody who was caught in Hansen V Predators. Going over chat logs is something I've done quite a bit of over the last couple of years since I've had a channel. But this is all different now because of the new breed of predators that we're getting. It's all text speak and instant photographs, so it changes the way that people are communicating. So it's a different way of looking. It's the more, we're in the digital age, aren't we? If you think about how things have come on in the last 10 years, it's amazing, isn't it? So this guy is out of prison. I believe he got out of prison this year. He, as you can see on the screen, he only got 3 years in prison. But he's a registered sex offender for 10. I'm just going to show you a clip of the interview, of his police interview. I'm not going to go through that now. If I finish the chat log, I'll do a separate video on that. It's just obviously finding the time to do it. I'd do a lot more of these if I could, but it's just finding the time. But I'll just show you very quickly a clip of the interview.
Intention. What do you envision yourself doing right now if that hadn't happened? I have an idea. I mean, but listen, there's a big difference between typing words on a computer and follow through.
Oh, so hang out.
Your intention was to have sex with her?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you talk about like what kind of sex? Oral sex, anal sex, vaginal sex?
No.
Just you didn't talk about specific.
So there we have it. It's kind of an admittance, or that's the kind of kind of really just gone over the whole kind of dispel. But saying that though, it's a long interview. He just kind of coughed to it really, which really should be the end of it. We've got another 38 minutes of this. So there's going to be quite a lot of meat on that bone. So it's definitely going to be worth revisiting, I think. So yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. So, with regard to the chat log, this is where we left off. It was getting, if I remember correctly, it was getting quite. It got to the point of some sexual talk. Nothing. He got to the point where there was some graphic, some. It was leading up to some quite graphic stuff. And here we have it, and I find this interesting. One of the most telling parts of any kind of chat log is if we see here, well, we'll just go on to the next page. So I'm having my dinner, blah, blah, blah. We're going to the next screen. Hope you're having a good day at school. Send me a picture of you at school. Now, that speaks so loudly to me, in that, and I've mentioned this before many times with the lawn chat log, is that if anybody was going to have a moment of realization about what they were doing, any kind of morality that was remaining, that or even anything that would suggest to them that what they were doing was wrong. This would be the moment where they'd have an epiphany, and they'd be like, "Oh my God, school! What am I doing?" It's a child. This guy's 32 at this point. I had a conversation recently with someone about if you're like, I don't know, 19-year-old, like some of the original people that was caught on To Catch a Predator. I don't necessarily. I know this is open to debate. I see it slightly differently if a 19-year-old is trying it on with a 14-year-old rather than a 50-year-old, or the older they get, because at 19 you could still, he's still developing. I suppose the older you get, I see it as being worse in some degree. Like I said, although that's open to debate. But with this guy's 32, so he's he's an adult. He's a young man, but he's an adult, and to have that. I mean, it's like Lorne, isn't it? When he was like, "So how was school today?" It's like, my God, what is, what planet are you on? It really baffles me. It shows a number of things. It shows that they're fully aware how old they are, as if there could be any misunderstanding. They understand the implications, and they don't care. It probably something that they find attractive. Like here, hey, hope you're having a good day at school. Send me a picture of you at school. It wasn't just send me a picture, send me a picture of you at school. He wants a photograph of her in a school uniform. Now, there's for whatever reason, and we can go into the deep psychological reasons for this another time, but, there's reasons why Britney Spears dressed up in a girl's uniform in that video. Some blokes fucking love it, don't they? But generally speaking, you'd like to think that they want adults to dress up in a school uniform. It reminds them of the youth, and it's kind of a bit rebellious. All that kind of stuff going on. But with, getting a schoolgirl to dress up in a school uniform, and that turns you on, that's disturbing. That is the actions of a true predator, isn't it? It's picking out the young, but that's what the essence of a predator is, Anyway, so today sucked. I didn't take any pick at school. I'll try to remember tomorrow. Miss you, thought about you all day. Oh babe, don't be sad, I missed you too much too. Miss you so bad, I hate my life. Can I call after mum goes to bed? Oh, miss you so bad, I hate my life. Can I call you after mum goes to bed? That's kind of an interesting choice of words from the decoy, isn't it? I hate my life. I mean, people say that and they don't mean it, but is that their way? Because the decoys on To Catch a Predator used to do that a lot, didn't they? They'd play the victim. They'd play the downtrodden girl. Kayla was the neglected child of two professionals who was left alone to go on holiday. I mean, that motherfucker was too thick to realise what was going on, but Kerr. But they often play the downtrodden. It adds, I think they do that for a number of reasons. I think they want to bring out the worst in these people. They want to expose them. Some of these predators find that the more alluring. They find the prey weaker so that they can pick them off easier. One of the most disturbing aspects of the dust in Chatlog for me was when he tried to turn... He said something along the lines of, your dad doesn't care for you, but I do, or something along them lines. And that really, I found that to be the most disturbing aspect of it. It's like, this guy, a young girl's perception of a father is obviously very important. It can shape her life forever. It will determine what she looks for in a potential mate. It will determine how she views not just men, but it's a big deal, isn't it? Like, don't need me to fucking go into detail in my psycho babble, but for him to sort of come out and say that, it's quite it really, that was the most disturbing part. Just to dismiss that, just to tear down try to tear down the walls of that bond between a father and a daughter, just because he wants to have his wicked way with her. It doesn't really get any lower than that. And she's saying, "Miss you so bad, I hate my life. Can I call after mum goes to bed?" She's saying that she's having a bad time. Like I said, I could be reading too much into it. It could just be a spur that, oh yeah, it's shit at the minute kind of thing. Yeah, call me about what time is that? I don't know. And he's not even like bothered, is he? I mean, these people are not. They don't really care. They're not interested in this person. They don't care about them. They're trying to get what they need. They're satisfying these these primordial desires that they've got. No, you can call me anytime, my love. You don't need to text me for permission to call. You are my girlfriend and you can call me whenever. I mean, that's a very clever way of seducing someone who's that young, who, let's just say, I mean, I don't know what you think, girls who are listening to this, but this guy doesn't look particularly attractive to me. Did I just say doesn't look attractive to me? But it doesn't look like the type of guy that I would assume would be attractive to, I don't know. He looks like he's got a funny shaped head to me. I suppose the point I'm trying to get at is, the point I'm trying to get at is generally, you trying to, this paragraph here is pretty good. If a girl is interested in him for a number of reasons, like, he's good looking or whatever, but he just doesn't appear to me to have that. However, if there's a young girl of that age, let's say like Kayla or whatever, or like this girl who's playing I Hate My Life, they're a bit vulnerable and like, oh my god, a 32-year-old with a cool car is paying attention to me, or if they look attractive, then something like this is going to work wonders. No, you can call me. Well, it's just, if this girl is like besotted with this guy and she's like wondering whether this relationship's going to go anywhere, reading that will definitely lure her in. Because look at that, you can call me anytime, my love. It's like, so, he's saying, you're mine, which she's going to love. If she's serious about him and she's got the hots for him or whatever, you don't need to text me for permission to call. You are my girlfriend. She, confirming that bond. And you can call me whenever, giving her the power. Making it look like he's so generous. Oh my God, he's great. He's great, this guy. He's giving her the power and the control. But ultimately, it's just manipulation. It's like I remember once a few years ago, right? Is this guy I know at work? I did this gig at this local pub, just a few tunes on my guitar. It was only like a half an hour set, and a few people came from work to watch. And there was a girl called Gemma who came down. I used to be quite friendly with Gemma, really nice looking girl. And she and another mate of mine stayed over, and then this other lad who lives on the estate, used to live on the same estate as me, right? He came along that night, and I always got on quite well with him, but it was like, what are you doing here? It was like, just because Gemma was there, and he was trying to get it on with her, and so, and they watched my show, and then this bloke left, and then Gemma showed me this message that he'd sent her because there'd been something going on, and the way it was worded, I'll never forget. Like, I can't remember it word for word, but it was, Gemma had been having problems with this guy at the time, and the way he was worded it was like, so someone who's not particularly bright, it would have been a perfect manipulation text message. It was like, I never seen someone looking so pretty as what you did tonight. It breaks my heart that you're getting messed around by John or whatever he was called. He doesn't deserve you. And it was like every word, it was like manipulation. It was to draw her in, and it was like a masterclass of like instilling. There was one part where he was like instilling fear into her, saying that, he'll keep doing this. You deserve better. So it's the compliment and then the fear. Scare tactics and then the compliment. So you're scaring her and then you're giving her an option out of it. You know what I mean? It's like, this guy's going to mess you about, but I'm your saviour. And it's just, and it never, he used to do really well at work with the girls. He'd had a lot. I think he'd had a lot more than I've ever had, and that's why it just doesn't enter my brain to do shit like that. It's just like everything that he does is all manipulation and control. And and this is like the same here with this guy. You are my girlfriend. You could call whenever, even though you look sad in the picture, you are still very beautiful. I don't know what you think, but that picture doesn't look. He looks like a character out of Guess Who. I'm sure that there's one of them. You know, did you guys have that in the States? That like board game. In fact, you must do, because I remember that Simpsons episode where. Have you seen that one where Lisa, makes all them cool friends? I think they borrow Flanders' house for some summer, and they all go to this summer house, this beach house, and Millhouse goes, and Lisa meets all these cool people, and she's trying to pretend she's cool, and then they're playing a board game at night, and one of these characters comes up and it's the exact same. It's this guy with glasses and blue hair. It's like the exact same person as what Millhouse looks like. And Homer goes, he looks like you, Poindexter. Oh my God, I was in fucking stitches when I saw that for the first time. Anyway, that's the game that they were playing. It was something like, was it called like Dream Date they were playing, weren't it? It's like, oh my God, he's a dream. The captain of the school football team. And then that's it. And then Lisa comes up and it's like, hey, you got the dad. And then it looks like Mil. Oh, that's fucking brilliant. Anyway, yeah, never mind. So couldn't do a video without going on about The Simpsons, could I? Yeah, but that photo, what's all that about? Do you know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't look like something that would. I mean, why has he not got his shirt on? I mean, he doesn't. He doesn't look like. He's not particularly muscular, is it? I mean, what a fucking weirdo. Anyway. Good morning, baby. I miss you. I'm falling in love with you, by the way. Oh, that's a fucking bit out of the blue. That's really random, innit? Hang on a minute. Oh, hang on. So, 3rd of September. He sent that picture, no reply. Later on, hey, no reply. 4th of September, the day after, hey, no reply. Hang on a minute. Oh, so it's the same. Right, so it's 10. Hey, 10:06. Oh, right, that's that. Right, sorry. So he's not had a reply in a couple of days. And then he's going for the, I miss you, I'm falling in love with you, by the way. That's fucking weird. That's what you call desperation. I mean, this is the thing. You know, if you're on dating apps or whatever and someone doesn't message you, you don't go, oh my God, oh God, fucking hell. I was messaging this girl, right, on one of them apps a while ago, but I think it was, I can't remember, it was like earlier this year or something. I don't do that shit anymore, by the way. But this girl, she seemed quite nice looking, and then, like, I didn't reply for a while. Can't remember why. I think I was having second thoughts because I'm a bit too fussy for my own good sometimes, mate. I was having I was like, oh, I'm not sure about this one. Then she replied, and then she sent me another message and went, oh, what was it now? I hope you're okay. Not heard from you in a while. And then it was another message like, oh my God, did I scare you off? I was like, whoa, hang on a minute, sweetheart. Do you not realise that that's not going to do any good? And it's like this guy here, he's like, not heard anything in a few days, and rather than try a subtle, I've not heard from you, kind of thinking maybe you've gone off me. If you want to contact me, mate, that's cool. If not, see you later. You know, that wouldn't be too bad. You just wouldn't message back at all. At the end of the day, it's quite clear that you're trying to get hold of them. If they want to get back to you, they'll get back to you. Sending another message, desperation's not going to help. And then this guy, I miss you and I'm falling in love with you. It's like, whoa, hang on a minute, pal. What the fuck? Anyway, because she's a decoy, and 6 hours later, it's, oh, really, do you really mean it? Now, if it was any normal girl, they'd have fucking run a mile. There's absolutely no doubt about that whatsoever.